everyone, this is Ali Reza and this is episode 4 of Let's Mod in Minecraft. In this episode, we will start making items. We will start speaking about shaped recipes, shapeless recipes, and furnace recipes. And we will add few items out there to the board. So as before, in our generic, I will add generic item block, not block, generic item. And one thing I like is that I will add a J here, generic J block, and of course generic J item, because that will help me to prevent any conflicts between mods maybe. Now, in generic block, of course, we'll save everything. We have nothing to do with that. We have nothing to do with that. J piston, nothing to, yeah, we have to do stuff here in textures. I'm not sure. Let's go step by step. Generic item. Well, the same concept, believe it or not. Generic item. It extends from item class of Minecraft. Okay. Then we say public generic J item that accepts nothing. This is the constructor, and we say super this dot max stack size equals 1. By default, I want every item in the game to be not stackable. That means that this dot set creative tab of course J piston dot piston tab. Okay, and believe it or not, we can have end this guy here, but again I will override the methods for the get unlocalized name, get unlocalized name without any parameters, and we say of course we will add our own. I'll just copy paste it because it's fairly the same thing. Unwrapped unlocalized name. Okay, and I think I will add one utility here, and that with the string utility. Yeah, and I will add this guy here, and I will add public string get on localized. That is that, and here instead of all of this guy I will remove this from here. In generic block I will remove it from here, and now I can say string utility dot get unlocalized name. Get unwrapped unlocalized name. What the hell are you not happy for? Dot. Oh, oh. Did I just remove that and not paste it there? Control X. String utility, well, you have it there, but you're not happy. You're the same thing. Because this thing needs to be static. Yeah. And now we can say string utility dot get unlocalized. Yeah. So now I need instead of just duplicating same thing over and over in different methods, now I have one method that I can call. Anyway, now here I will return string dot format. The generic block had this tile dot. Here we say item dot %s and comma, textures resource prefix, comma, string utility dot get unwrapped unlocalized name, and super dot get unlocalized name dot use lowercase. Okay, same concept, really. Okay, next one is if we will override the same method again, get unlocalized name, but when we give it an item stack. Okay, and here we rename this guy to item stack. There we go. We return string format, again item dot %s, not dollar, %s, and we say again textures dot resource prefix, comma. Now we add the same stuff dot get unwrapped unlocalized name, super dot get unlocalized name dot to lowercase. So we are completely ignoring the item stack there, but we need to override it. Okay, and we add another override, and that is register icons. And of course, as I said, every graphical thing is assigned sided only, and the side is side dot, come on, what is the issue? Because I am new. So sided only, and this is side dot client side. Okay, what we want here is again rename this guy to icon register. Yeah, and instead of this we say item icon equals to icon register dot register icon, and we say this dot get unlocalized name dot substring of this dot get unlocalized name dot to lowercase dot index of, again dot, and after that we add +1. So we remove this we remove this item dot from this start, and we get just the name of the item. We read the icon and we add it to the item icon. Okay, so we have our generic item. Now we can start adding our own items, but before that I will do the same stuff I had done with mod blocks. So this will be mod items, and inside that we will have a public void init, and inside of the mod itself, after I registered them, I will say mod items dot init. And what's your problem? Make init static. Yeah, so it needs to be static. There we go. Now let's start by adding some items. Well, inside of the here I will add another package called item. Okay, I have it. Okay, sorry. Inside of the item I will add few packages. We will see them later, but all of them contain only different types of items. So chipset, digital cards, yeah. Another package, this will be fibers. Another package, this will be ingredients. Another package, this will be piston parts. Another package will be not file. Tools. And one more for upgrades. Yeah, like that. Now, I have prepared some icons here. Some of them, like this guy, is 64 by 64. Some of them is 16 by 16. The lowest one is 16 by 16 by default. If you add something like 64 by 64, Minecraft will reduce the size by itself, but your items will look high resolution enough in the game. So here we go. We need digital wand, emerald gear, glue, heater, iron hammer, laser, scalpel, sticky card. Well, how should we handle them? First of all, we need to add them. In ingredients, we will add our first item. That will be blank card. And I think I forgot its, yeah, I forgot its texture. So copy here. Yeah, blank card. Of course, it's fairly easy. It extends the generic item we produced. Then we make the constructor, or I can easily say this, alt insert constructor, and we say super, and after that we say this dot set unlocalized name to something. Now I want to be organized, so I add a class inside references called names. Okay, inside that I add another class called items, and let me find mine. Yeah, and inside items I will add another class called ingredients. Okay, now in ingredients I can add public, static, final, string, and I call it blank card equals to blank card. Okay, in here I want to add a name, so I say name dot items dot ingredients dot blank card. This will help because when your mod is growing and growing and growing and growing, you'll have more and more and more names, and having all of them in one file helps a lot. For example, now I can have public class for, of course, chipsets. And don't yell at me for not following the camel case. I prefer it this way now. Public class, what did I do? Public class digital cards. Okay, public class fibers public class. We added the ingredients, okay. So public class parts for piston parts, public class tools, public class upgrades. And I think, by the way, internal classes are uppercase, if I'm right. So I'm still following the camel case. Anyway, so what do we have now in the list is digital land, and it's a tool. So let's prepare them first. And it's here, and it's digital land. Right, okay. And the next one is emerald gear is another ingredient. So emerald gear, capital G, emerald gear. The next one is glue is another ingredient. So this is glue. Ah, not that. And that is glue with capital G. The other one is heater. That is a tool. Heater. And that is a tool, I said, so heater. Iron hammer is another tool. Iron hammer and iron hammer. Then it's laser, that is another tool. Laser. And scalpel is another tool. Scalpel. And finally, sticky card, that is an ingredient. So sticky card. Okay, so we have our names. Now we go into ingredients and we add new Java class that is called emerald gear, and we add we extend it from generic items, and we add a constructor. In the constructor we call the super, and we say this dot set unlocalized name at names name dot items dot ingredient dot. You see how easy it became. Okay, so we get emerald, we get blank card. Now we need a glue, that is another ingredient. So glue extends generic item, insert the constructor, and we call super. We say this dot set unlocalized name dot items dot ingredients dot glue. Next one is sticky card. So sticky card extends generic item constructor. We call it super, and we say this dot set on localized name dot items dot gradients dot sticky card. Just by that, just like that, we added 4 items. Of course, not registering it yet, but we added them. So in tools, the first one is digital band. So digital band, it extends generic item, and we add the super constructor, and this dot set on localized name to names dot tool items dot this time tools dot digital band. Next we have heater. Extends no generic item, insert constructor calling super, and this dot set on localized name dot items dot tools dot heater. That's heater. Then iron hammer. Iron hammer extends generic item. We insert the constructor, we call the super, and we say this dot set on localized name dot items dot tools dot this is the iron hammer. Then we have laser. So laser and this set on localized name dot item dot tools dot laser. And finally scalpel. Okay, and finally we name it so this dot set on localized name as name dot item dot tools dot scalpel. Now we added the items, okay? We didn't register it yet, so mod items. And for registering them, inside init, yeah, we add something like public. Yeah, what did? No, not there. Derp, here. Public static final, and we start adding them. So blank card, but I will do it some other way. I say generic jitem blank card equals to new blank card. Okay. Then we go for emerald gear, and this is new emerald gear. Then we go for glue, and this is glue, and we go for sticky card, and of course this is sticky card. Okay. Now there is something, one feature in IntelliJ that I like a lot, and I hear that Eclipse has a plugin for that. Control Alt T, add a region, and I call it ingredients. What does this do is the same concept of regioning in C#, so I can close it like that. And well, we need to add our tools. Did I register them? Interesting. Oh, no, it's on top. Okay. So we say again the same thing, but this is now digital land, and we lower the digital land. Then we add heater. Then we add iron hammer. Then we add laser. And finally scalpel. Okay. Then again Control Shift T and region, and we say this is yeah, tools, and I close the region. Okay. Now we will start initialization of tools first. Okay. We say game registry dot register item. It's digital land, comma, names, name, dot, item, dot, tool, dot, digital land. Okay. Then we go for the next one, that is, what was that? Heater. So heater and heater. Then iron hammer, and it's iron hammer. Now why did I got two iron hammers? No, not important. Okay, then after that it's laser. And it's laser. And finally it's scalpel. And yeah, it's scalpel. Then we go for blank card. And that's in ingredients.blank card. Then we go for emerald gear. No. Okay. And that is emerald gear. glue, glue, and finally sticky card, and it's sticky card. By this, we should see our items in the game. So Control T, and it's ingredients. Okay, let's play the game. And here we go. Of course, this is glue. And I don't have the glue. Why I don't have the glue? I have the glue. G-L-U-E, G-L-U-E. Huh. I'm looking at here. I have the glue or... I think I know what happened. Anyway, this is the digital vent, heater, iron hammer, laser, scalpel, blank card, emerald gear, and sticky card. Now about the glue. Why don't I see the glue? Sink? No. This is interesting. This is interesting. This is the glue. Let me see. What have I done with the glue? Mod item. Glue is glue. And glue is new glue. 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 Name is... Oh, you see? One space. That was the problem. Okay. And now I should see the glue properly. And yeah, it says I'm missing a block because this is a new block by itself inside the brain of Minecraft. But here we go, we have the glue. But of course the names are again mumbo jumbo. So we come back to our EN language. And we had seen it, so I will just copy and paste it. These are my tools. Okay. And these are few of them. So blank card, emerald gear, glue, and sticky card. Yeah. Okay. And we're on the game again. We should see the proper names now. Digital wand, heater, iron hammer, laser, scalpel, blank card, emerald gear, sticky card, and glue. There we go. So we have our items now. Of course, those items do nothing, but we have them. And let me take a look at the video length that I have now. 23 minutes, 12 minutes, 30 some. So that's it for this episode. In next episode, we'll start working on, what should we start working on? Well, obviously, we will have to add our tile entities for the generic JBlock and factory. We will have to add stuff little by little, and we will start adding stuff as we go on to the mod. Until next episode, have fun everybody. Bye bye.